So now, ladies and gentlemen, we move the regular section down to midfield as we welcome Panhandle State President, Dr. Tim Fulton, and he's accompanied by a great friend of us here at OPSU. Texas County Commissioner, equipment operator, and good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, to help with our coin toss, please make him feel welcome, Mr. Jack Strain.
PTCI Channel 2 and PTCI YouTube and OPSUAggies.com welcome you to our coverage of Panhandle State Athletics. We welcome you to no man's land. We are at Carl Wooten Field, Anchor D Stadium, on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University, where the Aggies are getting ready to take on Texas Wesleyan. Teams come into this game 1-4 overall, 1-2 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. So both teams trying to pick up a win. Panhandle trying to bounce back after last week's home loss to a ranked team, where Texas Wesleyan coming off their only win of the season against Southwest Assemblies of God last week. Captains for the Aggies are number 3, the quarterback, Tony Brown, number 44, defensive lineman, Jasper Smiley, and also the linebacker, number 13, Diamante Pounds. So the Aggie return team will take the field. And Texas Wesleyan's kicking team now out on the field. Back deep for the Aggies, number 7, Jayshon Brown, and also number 14, Kyson Hudson. So we are ready to kick off some football action here in the Oklahoma Panhandle. And here's the opening kick. End over end kick. It's going to be short. Bounces at about the 13. Not going to be picked up until about the 4. Gets through the first line. Still on his feet. Past the 15 to the 16. That's where Hudson will drop down. And the Aggie offense will have their first possession At quarterback, a sophomore, number 3, Tony Brown. Starting running back, a junior, number 35, George Dominguez from nearby Turpin, Oklahoma. We've got an injured player on the field on this opening kickoff. The other starters for the Aggies at wide receiver from Ada, Oklahoma, a junior, number 11, Jake Martinez. Also a junior from Hampton, Georgia, number 1, Chris Daly. And a junior from Amarillo, Texas, number 85, Seth Barbarino. At left tackle, a sophomore from Brownfield, Texas, number 64, Derek Smith. At left guard, a sophomore from Amarillo, Texas, number 72, Sergio Sosa. At center, from Mesquite, Texas, number 78, Romero Martinez. At right guard, a senior from Kingwood, Texas, number 66, Tony Redmond. And at right tackle, from Dallas, Texas, number 79, Zion Bird. Referees blow it ready for play. So Dominguez in the backfield with Brown. Hand off to Dominguez. And he'll gain a couple of yards. Up to the 18-yard line. So second down, 8 yards to go. Aggies quickly to the line. He's got the quarterback more of a runner. He'll take off on a quarterback draw. Up past the 20, the 25, and brought down near the 30-yard line. He is the leading rusher for the Aggies. Looked like he took a blow there at the end. Took a second to gather himself before he got up. But 1st and 10 for the Aggies at the 30-yard line. He'll roll out to the left, under pressure quickly, avoids the rush, but he's going to be still dropped for about a 4-yard loss back at the 26-yard line. Second down, 14 yards to go. Hand off to Dominguez, up to the 30-yard line, up to about the 33. So third down, 7 yards to go. There's the snap. Scott takes quite a bit of time, and he's going to be dropped to the ground. Just took way too much time. And be sacked by Cody Pettit, number 92. And the Aggies will have to punt. The freshman from Jonesboro, Georgia, number 88, Luis Rivas, will punt. Handles most of the field goal and punting duties. Short, high kick. That's not going to get very far at all. It's not even going to make the first down marker, and it rolls back the other way. Aggies finally stop it at about the 34-yard line. So Texas Wesleyan is going to have excellent field position to start this game with their first offensive possession. 12:08 to play here in the first quarter, no score. Aggie defensive line starter is a senior from Tecumseh, Oklahoma, number 44, Jasper Smiley. At nose guard from Houston, Texas, number 97, Armani Williams. And at the other defensive end from Killeen, Texas, number 92, Matt Hernandez. There's a snap. It's high on the ground. Aggies are on top of it. They'll take over at their own 40-yard line, so that threat gone quickly. The outside linebacker from Memphis, Texas, number 26, Anthony Taylor, falls on it, and the Aggies have it right back, 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 12:03 to play here in the first quarter. So once again, pistol formation. Brown takes the snap. It's a jet sweep to the wide side up past the 45, and that's where he'll be brought down. That was Chris Daly, number 1 on the carry. So 5 yards on first down will make it 2nd down and 5. That's a big part of the offense. Offensive success is first down success. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far. There's a snap, quarterback keeps it. And he's going to be dragged down at the 48-yard line, so a couple yards shy of the first down. And they'll mark him back. Yeah, a little over 2 yards to go, 3rd down. There's a handoff inside and not going to get anywhere, as that was number 23, Danny Valverde Jr., a senior from Vernon, Texas. Flag on the field as well. Still waiting for the call. Personal foul, hands to the face on the defense, so that will give the Aggies an automatic first down out of that, and their first trip into Texas Wesleyan territory, as the ball will be marked at the 37, between the 37 and 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies. Now hand it off to Valverde inside on the counter, and really got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. There's a snap, handoff to Valverde, cuts back to the right. He finds a gap, he's inside the 20 and brought down at about the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Aggies. They'll quickly get to the line. Their first trip into the red zone. Snap, handoff to Valverde again, cuts back to the right again. And back into the middle, and not much of a gain on that one. Did get inside the 15. So gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Still trips to the right, single receiver to the wide side. Man in motion, fakes it, quarterback keeper off to the right, and he's going to be dropped after maybe a yard gain on the play. So 3rd down, 5 yards to go for the Aggies. Ball on the 13-yard line. Brown drops back to pass. He's going to try to run. He has to avoid the first rusher. Lets one go to the corner. He had 2 receivers out there, but the ball was too wide, out of bounds, and it will be 4th down. And it looks like the Aggies will keep their offense out on the field. Brown drops back. He'll take off on a run again. Going to be dragged out near the 5-yard line. It'll be close to a first down marker. Looked like there might have been a face mask, but I don't see a flag on the play. And they'll say first down Aggies. So first and goal from just outside the 6-yard line. Same formation. Brown keeps it to the left. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Aggies strike first on drive number 2. Line up for the extra point. Snap, hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good with 8:18 still to play here in the first quarter. Panhandle State takes a 7-0 lead over Texas Wesleyan. So Ruiz sets the ball ready for kickoff.
Ravens back to kick for the Aggies.
Here's the approach and the kick. Short kick. It's going to be caught at the 25, and it'll be a fair catch. So that's where Texas Wesleyan will have it, 1st and 10. We got to mention the Aggie starting defensive line. We'll get to the rest of the starters now. At linebacker, a junior from Memphis, Texas, number 26, Anthony Taylor. A senior from Plantersville, Mississippi, number 13, Diamante Pounds. A sophomore from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 25, Daquan Charles. Those are your 3 linebackers. Handoff up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles, dragging several Aggie tacklers up past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So a nice first down gain. Leaves them about 2 yards shy of the first down. 2nd down, 2 to go. Back to the line quickly. There's a snap, handoff to the running back again. No quarterback, keeps it. A little trouble on that RPO. Several Aggies there to tie that one up. They're saying the ball is loose and the Aggies have it. Referee comes in and says no, he was down. So it'll be 3rd down. Cornerbacks for the Aggies from Detroit, Michigan, a junior, number 9, Antonio Vaughn. And also from New Orleans, a senior, number 8, Charoy Joseph. There's a snap out of the pistol, handoff to the running back, spins back to the right, able to get outside, and he does have the first down as he's drug out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for Texas Wesleyan. The other 3 starters in the defensive backfield from Atlanta, Georgia, number 24, Tony Davis, he's a freshman. A sophomore from Miami, Florida, number 12, Malik Brown. And from Terrell, Texas, a sophomore, number 5, Jaquavian Daniels. Quarterback dropped the ball, able to pick it up. and maintain possession.
Second down and 10.
But Anthony Taylor back there to make the stop, so a big loss of 5 yards on that play. Second down, actually 6 yards we'll call it. Second down, 16 to go. Trips to the top side, man in motion now. Fakes a handoff, quarterback keeper back to the right. He's got room to run up past the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Third down to the Rams.
That'll make it third down and 7 to go. They'll put trips to the near side, single receiver on the far. Avery Childs, number 10, the quarterback for Texas Wesleyan, drops back. Lets one go out in the flat. He's got the first down just across the midfield stripe. That one was caught by number 14, Collier Ricks, a sophomore from LaPlace, Louisiana. Quickly snapped, drop back to pass again. Lets one go down the sideline and overthrows his receiver. He had two of them running almost the same pattern straight down the field. Second down, 10 yards to go. Slot back in motion. Ball dropped on the ground. And quarterback able to fall on that one. It did say the quarterback was Avery Childs, but actually on that, well, just on that play, the backup quarterback, a freshman, number 16, Keaton Hubner, came in. Just under 5 still to play here in the first quarter. No, drop back to pass. Childs lets one go down the near sideline and well covered there. DeQuan Charles had great coverage. And that's going to make it fourth down and about 20 to go. So the Rams will bring out their punt team. Hudson back deep for the Aggies. It's the kickoff, a short kick. It'll bound Texas Wesleyan's way. And boy, that one's taking quite a roll all the way inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 6. So the Aggies will take over there. First and 10 with 4:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Panhandle State leads 7-0. Shotgun formation again. Inside receiver on the quarterback keeper. Brown up past the 10.
Brown with the keeper. Flag on the play. Warning. That's their first of the half.
Flag was just a sideline warning on Oklahoma Panhandle State. So 5-yard gain on the run by Brown. Brown averaging a little over 6.5 yards per carry this year. He's the main offensive weapon, his legs for the Aggies. Handoff to Valverde. There's a hole up past the 20, the 25. And brought down at the 26-yard line. First and 10 Aggies. Short gain on the play by Valverde. So second down, 7 yards to go. There's a handoff up past the 35 and brought down at about the 40-yard line. Jonah Martinez, number 28, freshman from El Paso, Texas, on the carry. 1st and 10 quickly. Back to him. And barely got back to the line of scrimmage. May have spun forward for a yard, so it'll be second down, 9 yards to go. Overload to the near side, handoff to Hudson back inside. On an inside reverse, he's up to the 45-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him actually back at the 44. So it'll be third down, 5 yards to go for the Aggies. Back to pass. Now he's going to take off on the quarterback draw, and he is dropped for a loss. Zaylin Long in on that tackle, as well as Dylan Thompson for the Rams. That'll force a 4th down punt on 4th and 8 from the 41-yard line. Here's the snap. Ruiz gets the kickoff. Better punt this time. Caught at the 25, and he's going to be dropped immediately. Anthony Taylor, the first one there. Several other Aggies there to help out. 1:22 left to play here in the first quarter. And it's 1st and 10 for Texas Wesleyan. Aggies still leading 7-0. There's a snap. He'll drop back to pass. Looking to go deep on the near side. He's got a man out there. It's caught. Caught in Aggie territory at about the 35-yard line. Brandon Rolfe, a sophomore from Louisville, Texas, on the catch, quickly to the line, fakes the short throw, going deep down that sideline, and ball thrown way out of bounds as he tried to hit Tyler Pullig. So second down and 10. Makes a handoff, quarterback keeper back to the left, still on his feet, and going to be knocked backwards now. That'll be about at the 31, as that was Hubner that came in. And we'll stay in at quarterback. So third down. About 6 yards to go. 2 backs in the backfield with Hubner. There's a snap, handoff to the running back, and he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. So 4th down, and they're kind of in that no man's land where it's too far to kick a field goal and almost too short to punt. And they'll bring Childs back in at quarterback, it looks like. We've got a timeout on the field, as that is the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma Panhandle State leads Texas Wesleyan 7-0. We'll be back with the rest of the game.
We would like to take an opportunity to direct your attention down to the northwest corner of our end zone. First of all, a big thanks goes out and a welcome and thank you to all of the employees at TCEC for joining us today, as they are our game day sponsor.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
For all they do for Panhandle State University. A round of applause for our game day sponsor.
So 4th down, 6 yards to go from the 31-yard line. As we start this second quarter. Childs back in at quarterback. He'll drop back to pass. Lets one go down the sideline. Incomplete. Great coverage out there. Ball turned back over to the Aggies. That was Malik Brown on the coverage, and he had his man blanketed. So 1st and 10 Aggies, 14:55 to play here in the first half. So Brown in the backfield with Valverde. Brown's going to keep it to the far side, up past the 35, up to the 37, so a nice gain on 1st down of 6 yards. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Brown hands it off to Valverde, trying to go wide here to the near side, and he's going to be dropped for a yard or 2 loss. The Rams had the angle on the pursuit. Kind of had to rainbow backwards on the handoff because of the push-up field by the defensive line. So 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Brown back to pass, and he's going to be sacked, and a flag thrown late, as they'll drop him at about the 27. Maybe a face mask penalty that saves the Aggies here. And it is a personal foul, face mask penalty on Texas Wesleyan. So a drive saver for the Aggies, as they'll move 15 yards up the field. A ball at the Texas Wesleyan 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Valverde in motion out. Brown will run it straight up the field, close to the 45, to the 46, so 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd down,
with the carry, picks up about 3. Second down, Aggies.
Caleb Patrick from Pampa, Texas, number 71, a junior, comes in on the offensive line. There's a snap, handoff to Valverde, spins away from the first tackler, gets inside the 45 to the 44. It'll be 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Brown lets one go out wide, caught by Hudson. Great catch by Kyson Hudson for the Aggie first down. Ball placed at the 39-yard line. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far. Brown back to pass again. Lets one go deep. He's got a receiver out there, but overthrew him. He was trying to get Jayshon Brown. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Tried for the home run ball. Brown rolls out to his left, lets one go to the sideline, but way too high. Tried to get it to Brown again, but that pass, he'd have to have been twice as tall as he is.
Aggies, are you proud to be an Aggie? Let's hear it. It's first outside. Come on.
Back at the line. There's the snap. Brown drops back. Looks like he's looking for somewhere to run. Lets one go. Got a receiver. Valverde catches at the 20. Inside the 15. Still on his feet at the 10. Still on his feet inside the 5. Spins towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play by Valverde. Great throw by Brown. Drew the defense in as he rolled out, and they looked like he was going to run with it. Found his running back open out at in the flats at the 20. And just fantastic running by Valverde to get into the end zone. Ruiz in for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. All good. So with 11:34 to play here in the first half, Panhandle State takes a 14-0 lead over Texas Wesleyan.
Thanks goes out to Eric Sartrad, our spirit rider for your OPSU Aggies.
Ruiz will set the ball on the tee. He's ready to kick off.
Rivas set to kick off for the Aggies.
Here's the kick. End over end kick, caught at about the 10-yard line. Up to the 15, the 20, the 25. Runs into his own man past the 30 and brought down at about the 34-yard line.
Ball is picked up by Williams.
Tackle on the play made by number 30 Lee Alley and number 31 Joshua Stullivan. So first and 10 there for the Rams. There's a snap, handoff to the tailback, tries to go outside. He's going to be shut off and pushed backwards. First man there was Tony Davis. Several other Aggies there to help make the tackle as well. Jaquavian Daniels, number 5, also there to help make the tackle. There's a snap, Childs back to pass. He'll scramble out to his right and just throws that one out of bounds. Crowd gives the cheers. One of the guys on the bench, quote unquote, intercepted it. So it's going to be 3rd down, 10 yards to go for Texas Wesleyan. Childs back to pass again, lets one go to the far sideline, a wheel route. Well covered there, but that's going to be a flag. As Dylan with a little too much contact. They were trying to get the ball to Pullig and had him out on the wheel route, well covered, but just too much contact. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Texas Wesleyan after they mark off this penalty. So ball spotted near the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:37 left to play here in the first half. They'll bring a man in motion. Hubner will hand it off. They're going to throw it from the wide receiver position, and it's caught along the sideline. Up to the 13-yard line. Brandon Rolfe with the catch. Collier Ricks with the throw. Hubner will stay in at quarterback. Here's a snap. He'll keep it to the wide side. He's up to 15, the 10, the 5. And did he get into the end zone? They'll mark him just shy. Looks like all the way down inside the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Texas Wesleyan. Handoff to the running back, and he's in for the 1-yard touchdown. Jamarcus Jones, number 12, on the carry to get the Rams on the board. Rams line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, all good. So with 9:39 here to play in the first half, Texas Wesleyan cuts into the Aggies' lead, but Panhandle State still leads 14-7. Hudson and Brown back once again for the Aggies to receive the kick. Here's the kick high into that wind. It's going to make it short. And Brown tried to catch it, but it kind of falls out of bounds off of his hands at about the 20. Looks like at the 21-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it. 1st and 10.
Ball is placed at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies.
There's a snap, handoff. Verdi up for a couple of yards on the play, up to the 23. So 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Brown's going to keep it to the near side. Gets outside past the 25, the 30, past the 35. He's going to have a 1st and 10 for the Aggies on the keeper. Brought down, they'll mark him out at about the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 Aggies. Quickly back to the line. Ball bobbled, hands it off though. Up near the 40-yard line. Jonah Martinez on the carry there. That could have been a dangerous one. But able to maintain possession there. Brown rolls out to his left, lets one go towards the sideline, caught by Jason Brown. Stepped out of bounds or he would have had quite a few more yards, but a decent gain up to the 48-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Two splits again to each side. There's a snap. Brown, quick throw outside. Caught for a short gain by Hudson. Really just a 1-yard gain. So 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Got a stoppage on the field, injured player for Texas Wesleyan. 7:37 still to play here in the first half. Panhandle State leads Texas Wesleyan 14-7. The injured player up on his feet. That was Diamond Williams, free safety. Up on his feet and jogged his way off. That's good to see. Here's a snap, handoff to Valverde, past the 50 to the 49, fights his way to the 48-yard line. So 3-yard gain on the play will make it 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Important score to many here in Oklahoma. Red River rivalry. Oklahoma has defeated Texas 34-27. Brown back to pass. Now he's going to try to take off. Backs off again, lets one go towards the sideline, and that one well out of play. It'll be 4th down. So the punt team will come onto the field. They'll try to see if they can pin the Rams back deep. Ruiz does not get a very good kickoff. Does get a good Aggie roll, as it will at least roll inside the 20, all the way inside the 15, and the wind just keeps blowing that thing down to the 12-yard line. So it looked like an absolutely terrible punt. Ends up being great. 6:41 to play here in the first half. Aggies up by 7. It'll be 1st and 10 for Texas Wesleyan at their own 12-yard line. Childs back, pistol formation, hands it off to his tailback. He's cut off, and the Aggies are there to blow that play up. Jasper Smiley blew that one up before it even got started. He was trying to run to the far sideline. Smiley cut that one off. Number 98, Tristan Inman there for the tackle for the Aggies. So 2nd down, about 12 yards to go. Childs back to pass. Now he'll try to take off and run. Ball's loose! And it looks like the Aggies have it. And they do. And it's Inman who comes up with the fumble recovery. Aggies in prime position as they'll take over at the 11-yard line of the Rams with 6:01 to play here in the first half. Brown and Dominguez in the backfield. Fakes a handoff. Brown keeps it inside to the 5. There is a flag on the play, though.
Brown carries the ball.
And that looked like that in the area of holding. We'll just have to see, though. And it is holding on the Aggies.
First down.
Ball moved all the way back out to the 23. That ball may have been snapped before they'd whistled it ready for play. So still 1st down, 20 yards to go for the Aggies. Brown, he'll take off on a quarterback sneak. The 15, he's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Aggies! From 23 yards out, Tony Brown runs it in for the touchdown. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. And they're all good. 5:33 left to play. It's OPSU 21, Texas Wesleyan 7.
Let's get down there.
remind you that the cheerleaders are selling raffle tickets for a beautiful recliner to be given away. Drawing will be held at our final home game.
Ruiz set to kick off for the Aggies.
Ruiz to kick off for the Aggies.
High end over end kick, caught just inside the 10-yard line, up to the 20, up past the 25, the 30, and going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line. Quan Charles there to make the stop.
All of these racing about the 33-yard line. First and 10 right.
Shotgun formation, a back on each side. There's a snap, handoff inside, up past the 35, and fights for his way forward past the 40-yard line. Inman there for the tackle, but not until he picked up 8 yards on first down. So second down, 2 yards to go. Pistol formation. Fakes to the tailback. Childs looking to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got a man out there. It's caught inside the 25. A race to the corner. And touchdown, Texas Wesleyan. Avery Childs to Brandon Rolfe for 60 yards for the touchdown. Just like that, Texas Wesleyan cuts it back to a 1-score game on the big play. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up and it's good. So with 4:40 left to play here in the first half, Panhandle State leads Texas Wesleyan 21-14.
We invite you to stick around for our halftime festivities as we'll have the coronation of our homecoming royalty, and we'll also have a special presentation by
Hudson and Brown once again deep for the Aggies to receive the kick. There's the kick. Ball will be caught by Hudson at the 15-yard line. He'll try to take it to the far sideline, up past the 25, and that's where he'll be brought down. They'll have it first and 10 at about the 26-yard line.
Hudson receives the kick. Ball will be pitched at about the 25-yard line, first and 10 Aggies.
So Valverde in the backfield with Brown. First and 10 for the Aggies. And a keeper up past the 25 to about the 27.
Gain of a couple yards for the Aggies.
2-yard gain on the play. Second down, 8 yards to go. And a quick pitch on the sweep play to Martinez. He's going to be dropped for a loss. And we've got an injured Ram on the field. 3:53 left to play here in the first half. Panhandle State leads Texas Wesleyan 21-14.
As I mentioned, don't forget the cheer squad is selling raffle tickets.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Cody Pettit, the injured player on that, looks like he's going to be okay.
Third down for the Aggies. Come on, Aggie Nation.
So third down, 11 yards to go. Brown back to pass. He'll escape out to his right. Lets one go and split 2 receivers. He had Dillon and Brown both out there, but didn't really throw it to either one, kind of threw it in between them both. So Aggies will be forced to punt with just over 3.5 minutes left to play. There's the kick, line drive. Ball was touched, Aggies may have it. Ball still loose on the field, and looks like Texas Wesleyan recovered it at about the 41. One of their up men put his hands out and touched that ball, made it live. Hand off to the running back, and he's going to be dropped just back at the line of scrimmage. Daniels, Jaquavian Daniels, the first man there to make the stop.
Second down.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Drops back to pass. He'll try to scramble and gets a short gain as he's slung down by Inman at the 44-yard line. So gain of 3 yards on the play. Third down and 7 yards to go. Snap back to Childs, lets one go towards the near sideline. It's caught in Aggie territory. That's going to be enough for a first down. Ricks again on the catch. So first and 10 at the Aggie 46-yard line. Quickly to the line, fakes the handoff, looks out wide. Still got time, under pressure, lets one go. Too far out in front of a crossing receiver.
Second down.
The Aggies had good pressure in there on that one. Matt Hernandez Laid Childs out on that one. Hubner will come in at quarterback now, 2nd and 10. There's a snap, handoff to the tailback, up past the 45, up to the 43-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down for the Rams.
Inman again in on the tackle, as well as Daniels. We've got a timeout on the field with 1:38 left in the first half. Panhandle State leads Texas Wesleyan 21-14.
Third down.
So out of the timeout, back on the field. 3rd down, 6 yards to go from the Aggie 43-yard line. Childs in at quarterback, fakes the short throw, throws it deep. He's got his man out there, caught. And a flag on the hit. It looked like a clean hit. Boy, he is on the ground in agony as Ricks caught that one near the 15-yard line. Great job by Ricks there to hold on to that one. That was a hard hit there. It looked like it might have been Jaquavian Daniels there on the hit. We'll just have to wait and see. And referee's microphone isn't working, so we're not going to hear the call. And it was the targeting motion that he did give. Head coach Bob Majeski out there pleading his case that was not a targeting call. But it's going to fall on deaf ears. So Daniels, who's been a big part of the defense so far today, he's done for the day. Childs back to pass, throws one to the corner over his receiver's head as he was trying to get Ricks once again. So 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Man in motion, hand it off to the running back, tries to cut it back up inside. He's able to pull Smiley, one of the other defenders, forward for a couple of yards. Bring up 3rd down. It was Anthony Taylor, Smiley and Taylor in on the tackle. 3rd down from about the 6-yard line. 1:10 to play here in the first half. Man in motion. Pitch outside on the option. Running back is in for the touchdown. That's Jamarcus Jones, who will score. Texas Wesleyan just an extra point away from tying this one up at 21 apiece. Snap, hold, kick are up and good. So with 51 seconds left to play here in the first half, we're all tied up at 21 apiece. Brown and Hudson back deep again to receive the kick. Ball will come to Hudson. Catches it at the 15. Down the sideline past the 30 and out of bounds near the 35. And it looks like they'll give him all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 with 46 seconds left in the first half. Brown drops back to pass, throws it out in the flat, but too far out in front of Dominguez for the catch. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Brown back to pass again. He'll take off on the run, and he's not going to get much as he's going to be dropped inside the 40-yard line for a short loss. So it's going to be 3rd down. Clock runs under 30 seconds. There's the throw over the middle to Hudson. Too far out in front. Aggie bench wanting a flag on that was Hudson was kind of awkwardly there at the end of that play. 5 seconds left in the half. It'll be 4th down for the Aggies. Hudson now able to walk off the field on his own. That's good. with 5 seconds left in the half, he'll just head on to the locker room, I'm sure. Looks like he's grabbing at the back of his neck there. Took a hard shot. Aggies will punt. 5 seconds left here in the half. So Ruiz, his job just to get this one off cleanly. And he waits till the clock runs out and then just takes a knee, avoiding any chance of a return. So we've got a good one here at Carl Wooten Field, Anchor D Bank Stadium. We're tied up at the half, 21-21. We'll be back with the second half.
My name's and I recently purchased internet service from PTCI. I was asked about virus protection and I fibbed and said I was covered. Big mistake. A few months after my internet was installed, my bank called. I'd been hacked. They took all my money. I'd opened an email, downloaded malware that allowed some cyber crook access to my bank info. Don't let this happen to you. Take advantage of Tech Home from PTCI.
To introduce to you the 2019 Fall Homecoming Royalty Candidates. These are nominated by and voted on the Panhandle State student body. So at this time, we would like to introduce our first Queen candidate, Hannah Hazy, and is 21 years old from Midland Grove, Nebraska. Her parents are Tom and Nancy. She is an ag business and accounting double major. She is a member of FFA, PBL, and Student Government Association. Her honors include the President of being a member of the America FFA degree recipient. She is escorted by our second King candidate, Levi Johnson. He is 21 years old from Hooker, Oklahoma. His parents are David and Charlene. Levi is an agronomy and ag education double major. He is involved in livestock judging team and collegiate FFA. His honors include being also an America FFA degree recipient. Our third candidate is Mariah Morzu. She is 20 years old from Elgin, Oklahoma. Her parents are Margot and Nakoma. She is an elementary education major with a minor in psychology. She is the current state vice president of OAEA and vice president of the OPSU OAEA and secretary of SGA, as well as a member of OIL and a OPSU student ambassador. Upon graduation, she plans to become a Department of Defense school teacher and help children with child psychology. She is being escorted by our third King candidate, John Polston. He comes to us from Fort Worth, Texas. He is a son of Laura Hasty. John is a finance major with a minor in computer information system. He is a member of PBL. His honors include receiving the 2019 OPSU Who's Who Award. Our fourth Queen candidate is Samantha Davis. She is from Twink, Oklahoma. Her parents are John and Sandy. She is an animal science and biology double major. She is on the basketball team and a member of SAC and a Women in Ag. She is also the Aggie Apartment Head RA. Her honors include the President and Dean Honor Roll. Upon graduation, she plans to attend vet school or a graduate program to specialize in marine biology. She is escorted by our fourth King candidate, George Dominguez. George is 22-year-old from Turpin, Oklahoma. He is the son of Yolanda Dominguez. He is a biology and chemistry double major. He is on the football team and is an Aggie Apartment RA. His honors include being the 2018-2019 Sooner Athletic Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll. And our final Queen candidate is Jenna Konecka. She is 22 years old from Plano, Texas. Her parents are Joe and Annette Konecka. She is a political science major with a minor in history. She is on the softball team and works at the Guyman City Hall. She is also a member of the Chi Alpha Sigma. Jenna's honors include being the 2018-2019 Sooner Athletic Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll and the All-Academic All-Conference. She is escorted by our final King candidate, Chris Schreier. Chris is 20 years old from Frisco, Texas. He is the son of Rebecca Schreier. He is a sociology major with a minor in psychology. He is also on the baseball team. His honors include being in the Chi Alpha Sigma inductee, the Sooner Athletic Conference All-American team. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for our candidates this year. At this time, to assist with our crowning, our last year's royalty, George Rojas and Hannah Johnson, as they are the 2018 Homecoming King and Queen, as well as University President Dr. Tim Fulton, along with our crown bearers, Cadence and Nolan Gray. Cadence is 9 years old and the daughter of Wes and Michelle Gray. She's in 3rd grade and enjoys swimming with the Guyman Gators. Plays basketball and softball, sings in church, and her favorite thing about the Aggies are the cheerleaders. And also Nolan Gray. Nolan is 3 years old and the son of Wes and Michelle Gray. Nolan enjoys riding his bike, playing with friends, and eating mini muffins, and dressing up like a cop like his dad. His favorite thing about the Aggies is football and the annual Christmas lights on campus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make the announcement for your 2019 Fall Homecoming Royalty. And your king this year is Zion Bird. And your 2019 Fall Homecoming Queen is Jenna Konecka. How about a big congratulations to Zion and Jenna. Congratulations, gang. Would also like to say a big thanks goes out to George and Hannah, as well as Dr. Fulton and Cadence and Nolan for helping us out. Again, congratulations, and to all of our nominees, congratulations, gang. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome to the field your Aggie Marching Band under the direction of Miss Charlotte Lewis, and featuring the OPSU drumline under the direction of Mr. David Vaughn. The OPSU color guard captain is Annabelle Fernandez. The drum major, Carly Murley, will lead the marching band in the performance of some of the greatest hits by, of course, the legendary rock group Queen. In 2014, readers of Rolling Stone voted Don't Stop Me Now their 3rd favorite song by Queen, behind Fat Bottom Girls and Bohemian Rhapsody. Under Pressure, ranking number 7 on the Rolling Stones list, paired Queen and David Bowie. Under Pressure charted in the top 10 in more than 10 countries around the world and peaked at 29 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in January of 1982. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, which came in 6th on Billboard's list, was written by Freddie Mercury in a tribute to the great king, Elvis Presley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Aggie Marching Band and the greatest hits of Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your OPSU marching band. Competition. There was a tie for third place. That goes to Women in Ag and Halo. Second place will be awarded to PBL, and first place goes to AIGT for the Girl Gambling Contest. The winners of the parade float competition are in third place, the Ag Clubs. Second place, PBL, and first place, Goodwill 7th grade. The winners of the band competition are third place, Texoma High School, second place, Valpo Drumline, and first place, your OPSU band. And all of the different events have gained the student organization's points throughout the week to be awarded the overall Aggie Spirit Challenge Award. $150 for the third place, that goes to PBL. Second place receiving $300, that goes to the Aggie Cheer team. And first place with $500, that goes to the Women in Ag. Congratulations to all of our organizations for their hard work through our, of course, homecoming week. will be contacted next week to receive your prize money. And thank you for showing your Aggie pride and Aggie spirit.
Since 1954, PTCI has been serving Oklahoma Panhandle residents and businesses and fulfilling their communication needs as our top priority. PTCI provides cellular, internet, television, and cell phones. And PTCI is dedicated to provide you with a pinnacle of technology and the newest industry devices. Staying connected to the world has become priority number one in the communications industry. PTCI is keeping pace with the big cities and the major carriers and providing high-quality service. And in many instances, PTCI outperforms those companies. Most importantly, PTCI is and always has been local. Being a cooperative means we care about our community and those who live here. Visit PTCI and let us help you with all your communications needs. Locations in Diamond, Boyd City, Beaver, and Laverne. Call 580-338-2556 or online at ptci.net.
PTCI, Communication and Broadband Solutions.
I see my dad and I have to work with the local state and then kind of going on with them and just treating them like that. And it's got all our decisions are made right here in our boardrooms. We know what it's like to do. We know the business, we know the financing.
We just have a great atmosphere here. All of us go along with it and we try to do our best at everything we do.
Anchor D Bank. We are here to stay.
Over 75 years ago, our town was electrified for the first time. The co-op was started by local people coming together as a community.
Today, we're still working side by side with our co-op to make decisions locally that best serve our area.
And that will benefit not only this generation, but future generations, making sure that all have the opportunity to grow and live right here in our hometown.
And we are about 2 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. Both teams back out on the field warming up. We'll go over a few of the stats from the first half. Some of the team stats, of course, both teams were tied up at 21 apiece, so a lot of the stats are going to be pretty close. Texas Wesleyan with 11 first downs, OPSU with 12 in the first half. Texas Wesleyan ran 20 times for 42 yards net, while Panhandle State ran 31 times for 125 yards net. Texas Wesleyan was 6 of 14 for 211 yards passing, while Panhandle State was 5 of 12 for 57 yards passing. Total offensive plays for Texas Wesleyan, 34 for 253 yards, and 43 plays for Panhandle State for 182 yards passing. There was one turnover. Or actually, that stat is not right. I was about to say one fumble, but there was actually a couple of them by Texas Wesleyan in that first half, so that is an error on there. Individual stats for the Aggies. Tony Brown, the quarterback, is the leading rusher, 14 attempts, 65 yards. He's got a couple of touchdowns and averaging 4.6 yards per carry. Danny Valverde Jr., 8 carries for 53 yards, 6.6 yards per carry. Jonah Martinez, 4 carries for 16 yards, 4 yards per carry. George Dominguez, 2 carries for 8 yards. He's averaging 4 yards as well. Passing the ball, Tony Brown, 5 of 12 for 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving, Kaizen Hudson has 3 catches for 12 yards. Danny Valverde Jr. has 1 for 38 and a touchdown. And Jayshon Brown has 1 catch for 7 yards. Luis Rivas on 4 punts has averaged 27 yards per punt. Kaizen Hudson with 3 kickoff returns for 35 yards. Jayshon Brown with 1 for 6 yards. Jaquavian Daniels leads the team with 8 total tackles. Tristan Inman has 5. Diamante Pounds with 4 and Anthony Taylor with 3. Keaton Hubner, the backup quarterback, is the leading rusher for Texas Wesleyan, 4 carries for 30 yards. Avery Childs is 5 of 13 passing for 178 yards and 1 touchdown. Their top receiver is Brandon Wolf, 4 catches, 193 yards and 1 touchdown. Ruiz set to kick off. This second half, ball falls down, so they'll have to come have a holder for that. That holder will be Malik Brown, number 12. Number 7, Damian Francis. And number 2, Diamond Williams back deep, but it's a short kick into the wind, caught at the 30-yard line, up to the 35, and slips at the 40-yard line. And that's where Texas Wesleyan will have it, 1st and 10. Flag on the play. And an offsides penalty marked against the Aggies will move it 5 yards up to the 45. So that's where Texas Wesleyan will have it. Really started to have some offensive success in that second quarter especially. They'll line up 2 splits to the top side of the formation, 1 to the bottom, 2 backs in the backfield with Childs. Handoff. Up past midfield, falls forward to the Aggie 47-yard line. David Allen on the carry. Second down, about 3 yards to go, and he's going to have that. As he's inside the Aggie 45 to the 44, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. So 1st and 10 from the 44. There's a snap, handoff once again. And brought down at the 41. Looked like that was Inman and also Hernandez in on the tackle. And Daquan Charles also in on the tackle as well. So 2nd down, 6 yards to go. There's a snap. Quarterback keeps it. It's Hubner, the backup, gets outside and brought down near the 35-yard line. He's only going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down, if that. Ball between the 35 and 36. Yard and a half short of the 1st down. Hubner will stay in at quarterback. Line up 4 receivers here to the near side. High snap, ball on the ground. Quarterback has a fall on it back at the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 6 yards to go. They've had trouble with that snap. That's about the 3rd or 4th time. They had trouble with that snap. Looks like the offense will stay out on the field. Childs back into the game. There's a snap. He'll drop back to pass. Lets one go down the sideline. Got the corner to bite on the short route. Had a man deep, but overthrew him. Ball turned over on downs. Back to the Aggies. 12-13 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Aggies at their own 40-yard line. Brown in the backfield with Valverde. Trips to the near side, single receiver up top. There's a snap, handoff to Valverde. He tries to get outside, cuts back inside the defender. To get upfield, he'll get about 3 on the carry.
Valverde with the carry.
Ball placed right on the 43-yard line, so 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Aggies quickly back to the line, same formation. Brown, he'll try to take off on the run. He's going to be dropped for a loss at the 41-yard line. So 3rd down, 2 yards. 8 yards to go for the 1st down. Brown drops back to pass. He's going to scramble outside. He's going to take off and run. Avoids the defender. He's into the open territory past the 35 and brought down in Texas Wesleyan territory at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies. A huge play. Texas Wesleyan player drops down, ankle injury it looks like. So they'll stop the clock. 10:59 left in the 3rd. We're all tied up at 21 apiece.
My name's and I recently purchased internet service from PTCI. I was asked about virus protection and I fibbed and said I was covered. Big mistake. A few months after my internet was installed, my bank called. I'd been hacked. They took all my money. I'd opened an email, downloaded malware that allowed some cyber crook access to my bank info. Don't let this happen to you. Take advantage of Tech Home from PTCI.
Number 58, Demerick Scott, the injured player, up on his feet. Still walking a little bit gingerly, but able to get up and walk off the field. Aggies back at the line, 1st and 10. Brown takes a snap. He's going to try to run it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Maybe, looks like no gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Valverde will go out of the game. Dominguez takes his spot in the backfield. Quarterback sprints out to his left, lets it go. Pass was incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, brings up third down.
So third down and 10 yards to go.
Come on, Aggies.
Brown back to pass. Good protection. He'll scramble out to his right. He's going to take off. He's up past the 20 and out of bounds near the 15. That's going to be a first down. Once again, best play for the Aggies is when he drops back and sees an open spot, and instead of throwing it, just takes it off and runs with it. They've got another first down. And a timeout on the field as the play clock was running down. 9:32 still to play here in the third quarter. We're still tied up at 21 apiece.
Check out our concession stand. It is open as you come into the stadium. Also stop by the Aggie store. Find out all the things and get your Aggie.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Aggies at the 21-yard line. Brown's going to keep it to the wide side. And it looks like a rugby scrum out there. They'll blow it dead. Gained a few yards inside the 20, even inside the 15. To about the 13-yard line. Second down, 7 yards to go. Fakes the handoff, ball lost. And they tried on the read option play. Ball came loose as it looked like Brown wanted to keep it and Dominguez took it and ball popped out free. So Texas Wesleyan will take over on the turnover at their own 15-yard line with 8:50 to play here in the third quarter. Snap, handoff to the running back, finds open space and races up the field past the 30, up to the 33-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. There's a snap, handoff to the running back. Avoids the first few Aggies, still on his feet. Maybe gained a yard on the play.
And a yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Diamante Pounds had him wrapped up there. Fakes a handoff, quarterback keeps it. That's Hubner on the run, the backup out to midfield. So another big play in the running game, gets the ball up past midfield all the way to Aggie territory to the 49. We've got a timeout on the field, 7:42 to play here in the third. We're tied up at 21 apiece.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Back at the line, 1st and 10 at the Aggie 49-yard line for the Rams. There's a snap, handoff to the running back. Breaks back to the right. He's inside the 40, the 30, and finally drugged down inside the 25-yard line. Cesar Mancias on the carry there. Handoff, and they're going to go to that right side again with Trey Jackson, short gain. Referees discussing something out on the field right now. Aggies have 2 more home games this season. And there are 2 weeks in a row, first 2 weekends of November. So they'll be on the road for several more weeks in a row. Illegal substitution penalty. Texas Wesleyan will take that instead of the result of the play. So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 19-yard line. High snap, handoff to the running back. He's going to score. Into the end zone easily is Jamarcus Jones. 3rd time he's been there today. And Texas Wesleyan takes their first lead of the game, 27-21. They'll line up for the extra point. Low snap, gets it set up, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:13 left in the 3rd quarter, Texas Wesleyan takes a 28-21 lead over the Panhandle State Aggies.
Brown and Hudson will be back to receive the kick for the Aggies.
Jason Brown, Kaizen Hudson back deep again for the Aggies to receive the kick. Gregory Blazer kicking off for Texas Wesleyan. There's the kick, and with the wind at his back, that one goes through the end zone. It'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 for the Aggies at their own 25-yard line, trailing by a touchdown.
The 1st and 10, Aggies at the 25.
Snap, handoff to Dominguez, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just Texas Wesleyan defenders surrounding him as soon as he took the handoff from Brown. He'll come out of the game as Valverde takes his place at running back. 2nd down and 11 yards to go for the Aggies. Hand off to Valverde, and the same thing happens to him. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Texas Wesleyan is sold out to stop the run. Aggies with just 57 yards passing today. Brown drops back to pass, hits his receiver, one-handed grab and gets the first down. That was number 1, Chris Daly, with a fantastic catch on the crossing pattern. Reached out in front of him, grabbed it with one hand, was able to race ahead for the first down at the 35-yard line. Brown will keep it to the right on the option. Up to the 42.
Brown carries the ball to the Aggies. Picks up about 7 yards. He's 2nd and 3 at the 42.
Second down, 3 yards to go. Brown back to pass, under pressure immediately, escapes the pressure, up to the 45, all the way up to the 47. That'll be enough for another Aggie first down. Clock under 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Aggies trying to tie this one back up. They led most of the way, but the last drive by Texas Wesleyan taking the lead. Brown back to pass again. That one tapped at the line, and it's going to be intercepted at the Aggie 49-yard line by number 49, Mark Sealder. So Texas Wesleyan takes it back. 4:29 still left here in the 3rd, and they start out in Aggie territory. Hand off to the running back. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Diamante Pounds drops him for a 3-yard loss. Second down, 13 to go. There's a snap. Hand off to running back. Oh, he's going to be dropped in the backfield as well. Inman cleans it up, but the man who was there first was number 92, Matt Hernandez. So the Aggie defense answers on these first 2 plays after that turnover. It'll be 3rd down, 16 yards to go. Pounds on the blitz. He's going to drop Childs for a sack back at the 40-yard line of the Rams. So 3 straight plays, they go backwards. They start in Aggie territory and end up 10 yards back in their own. So great defensive stand there by Panhandle State. And that's going to bring out the punting unit for the Rams. And they'll send Hudson back deep again for the Aggies. High snap, able to get it down, almost blocked, gets the kickoff though. And that's going to be a flag as Hudson was interfered with trying to run up and catch the punt, and he just got drilled. DJ Robinson, a receiver, one of the gunners for Texas Wesleyan, came off the block and just drilled him before he had a chance to catch it. So that'll be 15 free ones for the Aggies. So they'll move the ball all the way up to the Aggie 41-yard line. That's where they'll have it 1st and 10. Man in motion. They'll hand it off to him on the jet sweep. Chris Daly on the carry. Gained a couple of yards on the play. All at the 43. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Snap back to Brown. He wants to run, and he's in trouble. Going to be dropped in the backfield for a sack back at the 39-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down for the Aggies. Let's help them out. We need a first down right here. Come on, Aggie Nation.
Brown back to pass. Plenty of time. Now under pressure. Lets it go at the last second to avoid the sack. Did get it up to the line of scrimmage, so incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down, and the Aggie punt team will come back out on the field.
Brings up 4th down for the Aggies. Back to punt for the Aggies. Luis Rivas.
There's a snap. Ruiz gets off the kick, but it's into the wind, so it's going to be short. That one, and the Aggies get it off the receiver's hands. Number 98, Tristan Inman caught it off of the bounce, and the Aggies referees discussing exactly what's going to happen. There's a possibility that they may have been too close to the receiver on that punt, but he didn't call for a fair catch that we saw. And it will be Aggies ball at the Rams 41-yard line, 1st and 10. So that short punt ends up being a nice offensive play for the Aggies as it moves them into Ram territory. Hand off to Valverde, tries to bounce it outside, but he's going to be dropped for a yard loss. Chance Carroll came in and busted that play up. Second down and 11. They'll look to the side for an adjustment in the play call. There's a snap, quick throw outside. Receiver caught it, but it's going to be for a loss of about a yard or so. It's Eric Gideon on the catch. So 3rd down and 12 yards to go for the Aggies, whose offense is just really bogged down here in the second half. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Texas Wesleyan leads Panhandle State 28-21.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to direct your attention down to the northwest corner of our end zone. Last night, we added 4 new members to our OPSU Athletic Hall of Fame, and we would like to introduce them to you right now. First of all, as a football...
My name's and I recently purchased internet service from PTCI. I was asked about virus protection, and I fibbed and said I was covered. Big mistake. A few months after my internet was installed, my bank called. I'd been hacked. They took all my money. I'd opened an email, downloaded malware that allowed some cyber crook access to my bank info. Don't let this happen to you. Take advantage of Tech Home from PTCI.
Carlson. Ladies and gentlemen, your latest class into the OPSU Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations to our inductees. Their honors well deserved.
So Aggies back at the line as they flip the field. 3rd and 12 yards to go. He'll drop back to pass. And too high for his intended receiver, Jayshon Brown. So it'll be time to punt again for the Aggies.
Get in his head, Crandall! Get in his head! Down on the ball, guys. Down on the ball.
There's a snap. Ruiz gets off the kick high. That one will land inside the 15, roll towards the end zone, inside the 5, all the way down to the 1-yard line. So a fantastic punt there by Ruiz. Did exactly what he wanted with it. Texas Wesleyan takes over 1st and 10 with 14:43 left to play. Can the Aggie defense come up with a big play here? Maybe get a turnover for a touchdown, since the offense is really seeming to struggle right now. Childs back in at quarterback. He'll turn, hand it to the tailback. Bust outside near the 5-yard line.
Pick up a recovery on play, be 2nd down.
They'll say he's out at the 4. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's the snap, handoff to the running back again. Up past the 5 to about the 7.
Will bring up 3rd down.
Third down, 5 yards to go for the 1st down. Aggie defense in desperate need of a defensive stop here and force them to punt. Give the offense great field position. There's the snap, quarterback's gonna keep it. Defense there, he fights forward near the 1st down, but gonna be short by a couple of yards as he makes it out to the 9. So the punt return team onto the field for the Aggies. Tyson Hudson back deep again. And he's gonna line up at the 40-yard line, maybe all the way up at the 35 of Texas Wesleyan. Texas Wesleyan will be kicking into the win this whole 4th quarter. There's a snap. Gets the kickoff, and it is a short one. Aggies are going to have excellent field position. We'll see where the referee keeps walking up to. They'll mark it at the 24-yard line. And to be honest, I don't know how in the world it can be that far out. It looked like it went out of bounds way before that. The Aggies will have it at the 25-yard line, though, with 12:55 left to play. Trailing by a touchdown. Brown takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll go back to the right with it and gets a couple of yards, maybe 3, up to the 22-yard line. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
2 yards on the play. The 2nd down, Aggies.
Incomplete pass is going to make it 3rd down, 7 yards to go. There's the snap. Brown drops back, lets one go over the middle. Jay-Sean Brown out there. No call, looked like he was hit from behind a little early. It's going to be 4th down and a late flag now. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Aggies is going to move it back. So The Aggies with excellent field position starting at Texas Wesleyan's 25-yard line will now have a 4th down all the way back at the 38-yard line. So the net of the penalty and the 3 plays is a negative 13 yards. The Aggies are going to line up and go for it. Brown back to pass. Steps up to avoid the rush. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 41-yard line. So a drive that started in enemy territory at the 25 ends up back at the Ram 41. Running back up the middle, just past the 45 to the 46. That'll be a 5-yard gain, second 5 yards to go. There's a snap, drops back to pass, lets it go, it's caught. Just past the midfield stripe by Ricks, or he is wrangled down to the ground by Sheroy Joseph. 1st and 10, Texas Wesleyan. Hubner comes in, now at quarterback. Typically been a running play when he's in there. Hand off to the running back. And near the Aggie 45 at the 46.
Let's go, defense! Turn it up!
Second and 5 at the 46.
Now Childs back in at quarterback.
Let's go, D! Team up!
There's a snap, handoff to the running back, and that play blown up. Diamante pounds Jasper Smiley back in that backfield, knocked him back into Ram territory at the 49. It's 3rd down and 12. There's a snap, Childs back to pass. He'll escape the pocket, and he's going to be drilled to the ground. DeQuan Charles took care of that. Big sack. So the Aggie defense answers the call once again, and it will be another Ram punt. Ball at the Ram 43-yard line. Hudson standing on his own 25. Gets the kickoff. Short one into the wind. Hudson comes up and catches it at about the 38-yard line to preserve some field position. That's where the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 with 9:30 left to play. They trail Texas Wesleyan 28-21. Brown, Dominguez in the backfield again. Aggies trying to find some answers offensively. Hand off to Dominguez. Nice gain on 1st down. Up to the 43-yard line. So 2nd down 3 yards to go. Hand off to Dominguez again, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. Actually a yard further. It's 1st and 10 for the Aggies. They'll come to the line quickly. Ball on the 47. Brown comes to the line for a check. Man in motion, fake the handoff to Dominguez, and gains 2 yards up to the 49.
Dominguez worked it there, gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down for the Aggies.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the first down. Brown with the keeper, up to the 45, and along the sideline, he's got the first down at the 40-yard line. The Aggie offense with a couple of back-to-back first downs puts them in Ram territory. Ball marked actually at the 41, handoff to Dominguez, and he makes a yard to the 40-yard line. Second down, 9 yards to go. Up the middle, it's Dominguez inside the 20, the 15. Dominguez, best run of the day, puts the Aggies 1st and 10 near the 15-yard line. At inside, making some holes there. Now Dominguez dropped for maybe a yard loss on the play, back to the 16. Jonah Martinez will come in for Dominguez at running back. Brown rolls out to his left, goes to let go of a pass and had to just hold on to it as he was brought down.
Third down for the Aggies. Come on, Aggies.
Cody Pettit with the tackle. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 13 to go. And we've got a timeout on the field. 6:08 left to play here in the ball game. Texas Wesleyan leading Panhandle State 28-21.
My name's and I recently purchased internet service from PTCI. I was asked about virus protection and I fibbed and said I was covered. Big mistake. A few months after my internet was installed, my bank called. I'd been hacked. They took all my money. I'd opened an email, downloaded malware that allowed some cyber crook access to my bank info. Don't let this happen to you. Take advantage of Tech Home from PTCI.
Out of the timeout, Aggies 3rd and 13 from the 18-yard line. Trailing by a touchdown with just over 6 minutes left to play. Brown drops back to pass. Under pressure, escapes out to his right. He's just going to take off and run. He's going to be drugged down from behind, and that's going to be a horse collar call. And the Aggies are going to get a first down out of this. Brown up on his feet. Personal foul, horse collar. That'll move the ball all the way up to the 7-yard line and make it a 1st and goal for the Aggies. That was a drive saver there. He had him dead to rights well before he reached the first down. Trips to the far side. They'll leave Deshaun Brown out here by himself on the wide side. And we may see Brown go that way with it. No, he's going to run it. He's up to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 5. And an injured Ram on the field. So a timeout on the field with 5:30 left to play. Texas Wesleyan leads Panhandle State 28-21.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
So the injured player, number 23, Taekwondrick Connor, is up on his feet, able to walk off under his own power. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Aggies, trailing by a touchdown with under 6 minutes left to play. Brown and Dominguez in the backfield. Daly, the single receiver to the near side, trips to the right. Brown drops back, lets one go to the corner. He's got a receiver out there. Brown with the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. Beautiful throw from Brown to Brown. The Aggies are an extra point away from tying it up. Beautiful play design, got Jashawn Brown open in the corner of the end zone. Tony Brown put it out there for him. Made sure he got a foot inbounds. Kick is up by Ruiz, and we're tied up at 28 apiece with 5:08 left to play. Ruiz sets the ball on the tee. He'll mark off his steps. Here's the kick. End over end kick, going to be caught at the 11. Up to the 20. The 25 still loose. Up past the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. Brown, who just caught the touchdown pass, in on the tackle, as well as Jonah Martinez, the running back. Aggie defense, can they hold them here and give the offense an opportunity again to retake the lead? 5 minutes left to play. There's a snap, handoff to the running back, escapes the first tackler, and actually makes a gain out of that. Should have been tackled for a loss of a few yards, but able to get up. Looks like they'll mark him at the 33-yard line. So a gain of 2 by David Allen. Kind of a power pistol formation here. There's a snap. Now it's a flea flicker. Hit as he throws. And that one's incomplete, and they're going to call defensive pass interference. They call defensive pass interference on Troy Joseph, and just not seeing it on that one. There was a little bit of contact as both players were running down the field, but definitely nothing that was egregious or deserved a penalty on that one. That simply should have been an incomplete pass. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Rams. They have it 1st and 10, 4:16 left to play. We're tied up at 28 apiece. Handoff to the tailback. Pass midfield, breaks into the open there for a moment. Brought down in Aggie territory at about the 37-yard line. We do have a flag on the field. And it will be offensive holding. So that big gainer is coming back. Yeah, it looks like the hold is right there at the line of scrimmage. So it'll still be first down, but it's going to be first down and 20. Childs drops back to pass, lets one go on the far sideline, and it's caught in Aggie territory at the 35. Brandon Rolfe with the catch, and he's still on the field injured on that catch. Just went up over the defender. Malik Brown was right in front of him. Pass went right over the top of him. And Rolfe went up, just skied up and got it.
We would like to extend a thanks goes out to the Aggie baseball team for helping set up and tear down the tailgate zone for our event this week. Also, a big thanks goes out to the Goodwill Emergency Crew and our Goodwill and Campus Police for providing the security. And the Aggie ambassadors.
Both teams back out on the field. Hubner in at quarterback now for the Rams. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson in the backfield with him. And a hit in the backfield by Pounds, but Hubner with it, but he's going to be dropped for a loss as well, as Diamante Pounds was back there, and he almost blew up that handoff on the read option. Hernandez cleaned it up. 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Childs back into the game at quarterback. Childs drops back to pass, tries to hit his man on the slant, does. It's caught inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Joseph gets him to the ground, but a big gain makes it a makeable 3rd down here. About 3 yards to go. 2.5 minutes left to play. Still tied up, 28 apiece. And we've got a timeout on the field. 2:24 left to play. Panhandle State 28, Texas Wesleyan 28.
My name's and I recently purchased internet service from PTCI. I was asked about virus protection and I fibbed and said I was covered. Big mistake. A few months after my internet was installed, my bank called. I'd been hacked. They took all my money. I'd opened an email, downloaded malware that allowed some cyber crook access to my bank info. Don't let this happen to you. Take advantage of Tech Home from PTCI.
Both teams back out on the field, 3rd and 3 from the 28-yard line for Texas Wesleyan. Aggies looking for a big stop here. Hubner in at quarterback in the pistol formation. Handoff, ball on the ground. Trouble on the exchange, but Pounds and Hernandez back there to blow it up again. It's going to be 4th and long. They'll bring Childs back out. He's been more of the throwing quarterback. 4th down, 7 yards to go. Childs and Jones in the backfield. There's a snap. Childs back to pass. Under pressure, lets one go. He's got a receiver out there, but he overthrows Pullig, and ball is turned over on downs back to the Aggies with 1:34 to play. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Brown and Dominguez in the backfield. 2 splits to each side for the Aggies. There's a snap. Brown back to pass. Lets one go over the middle. He's got a receiver out there. It was Daly actually on the top side. But Daly, while he looked up for it, tripped over his own feet and fell to the ground. He may have been able to run under that one. 2nd down and 10. 1:28 left to play. Dominguez out of the backfield. They throw it to him in the flat. Up to the 30, the 35, and out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So a nice gain there to get some of the yardage they need to set up this 3rd down. Ball right on the 40-yard line. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. There's a snap. Brown's going to keep it on the run. And he's got the 1st down up to the 45-yard line. Clock will stop momentarily. 1:18 to play. As soon as they set the ball and set the chains, it'll restart. And it's back going again. Aggies at the line. Brown back to pass. Quick throw outside to Brown. And caught. Should have stepped out of bounds, but instead stepped back in trying to get more yardage. That's going to keep the clock running. It'll be marked down at the 48 with just a gain of 3. Actually 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go, 45 seconds left. Brown back to pass again. Lets one go. He'll just throw that one out of bounds and get to 3rd down as he didn't have anybody open and he was under pressure.
We're going to 3rd down for the Aggies. Come on, let's get it.
39 seconds left to play. Play clock at 5. There's the snap. Brown back to pass again. Plenty of time. Lets one go deep. Oh, and just tipped away at the last second. Perfect pass and route to Eric Gideon. But knocked away at the last second by number 37, Devin Smith, as he barely got his fingertips in. That might have been an Aggie touchdown. If nothing else, it would have been 1st and goal. So the Aggies will have to punt with 33 seconds left. So Ruiz will get out there to punt. There's the snap. Ruiz gets off the punt, a good one. It's going to be fair caught at the 15-yard line. Texas Wesleyan will take over there with 27 seconds left in regulation. We may be headed to overtime here.
1st and 10 for the Rams.
And Texas Wesleyan will just take a knee and head to overtime. It does not look like the Aggies are going to try to use any of their timeouts and stop the clock. They only have one left anyway. So the final seconds of regulation tick off. We're still tied up at 28 apiece. We're headed to overtime.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Captains will meet out at the 50-yard line midfield for the coin toss. So they will get towards the right goal, and it will be Texas Wesleyan with the ball first. Aggies on defense first. Of course, both teams get opportunities. College overtime. They'll start on the 25-yard line. Of course, after 2 overtimes, then they have to go for 2 if we do get to that point. Aggie defense out there on the field. Childs at quarterback for the Rams. He'll bring a man in motion, toss it to him. Good push by the defense, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 30. Diamante Pounds, as well as Warren Dillon and Daquan Charles there to drop him for about a 5-yard loss. So second down at 15. Childs back to pass, lets one go on an inside route. It's caught by Rolfe, but just for a short gain. As Malik Brown was there to make the stop. Maybe got 4.5 on the play. Third down, we'll call it 10. And we've got a timeout on the field taken by the Aggies. So 3rd down and 10 coming up here in the first overtime. We're tied up at 28 apiece. Once again, 3rd down and a long 10 here in the first overtime. Texas Wesleyan with the first possession of this overtime. Back out of the backfield in motion. Childs lets it go over the middle, too high for his receiver. It's going to be 4th and long. And looks like they'll leave the offense out there. They won't be trying a long field goal here, especially into the wind. So they'll be going for it here on 4th and a long 10. The Aggies can hold here. Any kind of score when they go on offense would win it. Back to pass. Pocket collapses, lets one go towards the end zone. Triple coverage, it's intercepted in the end zone. Malik Brown with the interception, so the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line with a chance to win it. So Brown and Dominguez in the backfield for the Aggies. And a flag on the play before we even get going. Illegal substitution on Texas Wesleyan will move them 5 yards closer. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 20-yard line. Two splits to each side. There's a snap to Brown. He'll hand it off to Dominguez, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Grabbed by number 46, Dylan Petway, and he just wouldn't let him get away. So back to the 22-yard line. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Brown takes the snap. He drops back to pass. And he's looking to scramble out to his right. He's going to run. And out of bounds near the 25. So it's going to be 3rd down. Ball marked all the way back at the 24. Does it look like he made some yards, but they're saying he lost a couple on that one. Trips to the high side, one to the near. Gideon by himself there. Dominguez in the backfield. There's the snap. Brown, quick pass outside, bobbled and dropped as he tried to get it to Brown, and it's going to be 4th down.
Where are you, Aggie Nation? Play on!
4th down and 9. Aggies will be going for it. Back to pass, throws one, and almost to Daly. Daly couldn't quite get under it, and so we will head to a second overtime as the Aggies could not take advantage of that 1st and 5 from the 20-yard line. So we'll head to a second overtime. So the Aggie offense actually will just stay out on the field as they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line as we start this second overtime. Brown takes the snap, drops back. He's going to take off on a run inside the 20, the 15, and the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Aggies. They'll mark it at the 9-yard line. Aggies quickly to the line. Drops back again. He's going to run it again. He's up to the 5. Falls forward to the 4-yard line, so it'll be 2nd goal from there at the 4. Of course, if the Aggies do score here, either way, Texas Wesleyan will have an opportunity with the ball here, because we are now in the second overtime. Brown's going to keep it to the left again near the goal line. They'll mark him just shy. So it will be 3rd and goal from inside the 1. Aggies bringing in their jumbo package in the backfield, it looks like. As they'll load the backfield up with 3 running backs. We line up at that diamond formation. And we've got a timeout on the field here in the second overtime. Aggies inside the 1 on 3rd down. Both teams back out on the field. 3rd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Aggies trying to take the lead here in double overtime. Quarterback sneak, ball on the ground. And it's a touchdown. Aggies recover it in the end zone for the touchdown. Not even sure who ended up on it, but we know they're in blue. Injured Aggie on the field. That's number 78, Romero Martinez, their center, for this extra point.
Taken up on it.
So they'll line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up and off the post. No good. And so Texas Wesleyan now sees the opening for themselves. Aggie defense is going to have to hold them out, as it is now 34-28. Panhandle State with the lead. This defense has done a great job here today. Let's see if they can do it one more time. Childs at quarterback. 2 receivers to each side, drops back to pass, lets one go to the end zone. And is it intercepted? No! Broken up, almost intercepted there by Dillon. Dillon almost ended the game there with some great coverage. Jones in the backfield with Childs. Same formation. 2nd down and 10. Childs drops back. He'll look the other way. It's caught. Short gainer up to the 20 by Ricks. So it will be 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Ball marked just inside the 20. They'll line up trips to the far side. Single receiver, Ricks on the near side. Drops back, quick slant pass, it's caught inside the 15. They'll blow him dead. They'll say his forward progress was stopped even though he broke through the tackle, as that was Pullig. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. So the running quarterback, Hubner, back in now, as he and Jones will be back in the backfield. They'll line up all 4 receivers to the top side of the formation. There's a snap, handoff, and Jones is going to be, well, he doesn't go down to the ground, but forward progress stopped behind the 15-yard line. So a loss of about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Aggies will take the opportunity to switch out some defenders. as Texas Wesleyan brings in some players. Quick passes are to avoid their quarterback getting any kind of trouble. Quick pass again. That one incomplete. Well covered there by Joseph. Didn't look like the receiver was really ready for it. 3rd down, 12 yards to go. They'll bring Hubner and the run game back in. Third down and 12 here in the second overtime. Aggies have already scored, but they missed the extra point. Hubner runs out to his right, lets it go for a pass, double covered, but caught. No, out of bounds. No catch, as it looks like Ricks had pulled that in, and it's going to be 4th down and 12. Aggies one play away from the win. Remember afterwards, the game does end here. To stick around, we will talk to head coach Majeski, Bob Majeski, after the game on the field. Childs back in, drops back to pass, over the middle, too high, Aggies win! Aggies win! In double overtime, Panhandle State defeats Texas Wesleyan 34-28. They improve their overall record to 2-4 and 2-2 in the Sooner Athletic. So a happy homecoming for the Aggies. And remember, stick around. We'll talk to head coach Bob Majeski in just a few minutes.
And again, on the fly right, State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The score, Aggies 34, the Rams 28.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stick around after everything's wrapped up here at Anchor D Stadium. And come on over to the tailgate area as we have a free concert. It's open to the public. All of our great sponsors, our Hall of Fame inductees for this year, and of course everybody behind the scenes, and especially you for coming out to the game today. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a great day to be an Aggie.
Gentlemen, if you would please join us as the Opsu marching band plays our alma mater.
Yeah, what's wrong, y'all trying to hit a lick? Homeboy, what? It's great day to be an Aggie.
Test, test, test.
Experience freedom with PTCI Cellular and save money. PTCI has locally owned towers to cover our home area, and we partner with nationwide providers to serve you nationally. You have the freedom to travel anywhere in the United States with no worries. Stay PTCI local with the newest phones on the market, and that's not all. Save up to $600 on a new phone. Remember to shop local, live large, and save money with PTCI.
Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
All right, we're here with the victorious head coach Bob Majeski. Happy homecoming as the Aggies pull out a 34-28 victory in overtime. Coach, just your thoughts on the team's play?
I'm just real happy for the kids. I'm excited for them because the thing is, the key thing you can come to work every day, do the best you can, try to improve every single day, work hard, keep believing in things. And sometimes you have to go out and pull as a young person, you kind of leave it around. Kept believing, we kept fighting, we overcame some mistakes. It was a great team here.
Well, really relied on our defense. They made some fantastic plays, gave up some points at times, and a couple of big plays. But really, in the game, they really held Texas down in check.
Yeah, they did a real good job. Our defense did. Football today is seriously outstanding. Coach did a better man. He does a great job. Dylan Swears on linebacker coach. We've got Coach Kirk is our defensive line coach. We've got a couple other guys down here. Bozeman, Justin Hardell, they'll do a great job. They do a great job of relating with the kids. They came up big, and the kids believe in what they're doing. And they just keep playing. And that's what's important.
Well, on the offensive side of the ball, you really relied on your running game again, especially for Tony Brown.
Yeah, what we did, we actually added some stuff to make our we were kind of trying to put a square peg in a round hole, and it wasn't working last couple of weeks. And so, we sat down as a staff and just, what can we do? What can we do best, and what does our quarterback do best? And, we put some more option schemes in for him and some more read stuff where he, can throw or pass or read on the double option run stuff. But, he's a good kid, works hard, and tries to do what we teach him.
Well, and had 35 carries today, and he's not exactly the biggest guy, but he's a tough runner even late in the game in those situations.
You know what? He's a physically strong young man, and he's a mentally strong young man too, and he's a good kid. He's a kid that he tries to get better every single day, and it's always good to see him have success.
Well, I'm sure you're going to let the guys go enjoy this one and enjoy homecoming. here for at least a day, you know, your 24-hour rule. And then you guys head out on the road for your next contest, heading to Arizona.
Yeah, you know, it'll be a long trip, but it'll be a good trip. You know, we have a 24-hour rule, just like you said. Go enjoy it. Let's be smart. Let's act like champions. And, you know, everybody knows who we are, and we represent the school and the program every time we step out of our doors. And we continually, you know, talk to the young men about that. And I know I'm going to go listen to some Clay Davenport band personally.
Well, and just even for you, a first here, you know, second win for the team, but first win here at home, so has to feel good for you as well.
You know what it does, and we're going to keep that going too. We've got to make it hard for people to come in here and play, and people not want to come in here and play. And I just know that we just keep playing and working hard and keep fighting. Good things are going to happen to us. You know, Bill Snyder, thing he said, if you keep doing the right things, eventually positive results will happen, and we believe in that wholeheartedly. And we just keep doing what we do.
Once again, Coach Bill Majeski, Bob Majeski, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That was my grandfather. He's a great man. He would be very happy to see this.
Sorry about that. But Aggies are victorious. I don't think anything could make you upset right now, probably. So Aggies win. Thanks for joining us again, and hope to see you next time when we cover the Aggies here.